Unscripted.
Hey.
Woo! All right,
Happy
so today,
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Today we have Melinda Van Tessell. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because my robot vacuum just turned on and it's coming over here, but I'll catch it in a second. I'm like, what was that noise? Okay. So Sarah, you've never met Melinda, and Melinda, you've never met Sarah. So this is your guys' first introduction together.
Hi, Melinda.
I have to tell you something, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Melinda.
I feel like I know you, though.
Yes, because Melinda is from Utah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Awesome. You hardly ever meet anybody from Utah. I love Utah. What part?
I know. We're north of Salt Lake. So you guys were
Okay.
south of Salt Lake. So we're like Davis County up in there.
Yep. Perfect.
And,
I love
and-
it. Utah's
yeah.
so beautiful.
Mhm.
So beautiful.
And Melinda, I think I have this right, but you're one of 9, right?
I am. I'm the 7th of 9. So there were
Oh
4
my
boys,
goodness.
4 girls, and then my youngest sister broke the tie. So there's 5 girls, 4 boys, which is pretty
Oh my
fitting because
God.
the girls are a lot more like bossy in our family than the boys. So
I
Yeah.
feel like that in our family too. That's awesome.
yeah.
Utah, 9 kids, so
Yep.
much in common.
Yep.
Love it, love it,
know.
love
Yeah.
it.
So if you're listening to this too, me and Sarah come from a family of 9 kids too. So it was kind of really fun to meet Melinda, who is from
Yeah.
Utah and is one of 9. So we have a lot in common with that, which was
Mhm.
exciting.
Love it.
Super cool.
So Sarah, I pulled up some fun videos that I'm going to show because you know how I love to embarrass you.
What is your
Uh-oh.
problem?
Problem.
I
Okay.
swear she finds so much humor in blasting me. Go ahead, let's see it.
You're-
Let's see it.
Okay, let's see it. So first and foremost, Florida is known for like their beaches and obviously like Disney World and Universal Studios. But
I don't like where
a lot
this
of
is
people
going.
don't know. A lot of people don't know that we have a lot of places like lakes and rivers and stuff to go kayaking in, and it's really fun. So Sarah came down, Melinda. She came down to visit me, and I took her kayaking. So I'm gonna share this. It takes a
She
second
got me
to load.
stuck in freaking mud and then made me get out and freaking push her. She
Sarah's
is such
good
a
like,
wannabe.
Dawn.
She's such a wannabe queen.
I'm Princess, okay? I'm Princess Dawn. I did not want to get out of the kayak, so I made Sarah get out of the kayak and push us out of the place where we got
Nice.
stuck.
What she's not telling you is it was this deep of shit-smelling mud. It was so gross. It was terrible.
Oh.
Okay, I think it's loading. Give it a second.
I can definitely hear me. Dawn, I think there might have
You can
not
hear you.
been some very nice words in that video. Are you sure you want to show
Oh
it?
my God. I cut them out. I cut those words out. Oh wait, you can't. Okay, hold on.
It
I
was
don't know
so
which one-
gross.
if I'm
it
showing
was
the right one.
so gross.
So gross. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play it one more time because I don't know. I had 2 of them set up, and I don't know if I was showing
You need
the
to
right
play
one.
that again for sure.
Oh my God. Dawn, you just wait, because next time I go down there, I'm claiming the old lady take care of me card.
Yeah.
Are you the old lady?
Oldest-
My knees
Yes.
are broken. Old lady.
My knees are broken,
Take care
my
of me
back
card.
hurts. Yeah, little sister, take care of me. Oh my goodness.
I
That
thought
is
we were
so
20,
funny.
Sarah. I thought we were in our 20s.
Well, yeah, you're 27 and I'm 23,
Sure.
if I remember right.
Sure.
Oh my God. That
Okay,
was fun, but
let's
you
see if it's
promised
loaded.
us next
That was
time you would
fun.
take us to some clean
Like
water.
one of the
That
really
was
good
really
springs. Yeah.
I was literally
So,
waiting for an
Melinda, have you
alligator
ever
to jump
been-
up.
Have you ever been to the springs down here in Florida, Melinda?
No. I want to go.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'll have to take you to one
I
because
think
there's
I'd
some
rather go
really
with Sarah,
beautiful
though,
ones.
than you.
Only because she thinks I'm gonna push her out of the water.
Get down here, Sarah. Let's
Okay.
go.
I'm going to play
Yes.
it one more time. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I know that it will upload when we repost. So here it goes.
Oh, Dawn, can only you see it?
Yes, I can see it. I will okay, I'm going to stop sharing cuz it's taken forever to load. But I'm going to play it for Melinda on my phone. So hold on.
Oh gosh.
So you can see this. You can see how much I love my sister.
I feel it. I
So
feel
much
it.
love.
I feel it. Oh. Whose foot is that?
Dawn's
Fine.
princess foot.
I'm laying in the kayak. And
Yeah, I
we get stuck
actually.
because I wanted to go through these bushes, and I was like, "Oh, we're stuck." And she's like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "You get out and you push us out of here. That's what we do."
No, it
Dawn.
was so. Yeah, she's evil. Let me see. I think I have.
Oh,
When did I
you
go? Was
have.
that
Oh,
just
you're
last
gonna
year?
pull up. Okay, while you're
I am
pulling that up,
going.
Melinda, I'm going to tell Melinda about some really cool springs down here that I want to take her to, and of course you too, Sarah. Okay, so there's the one that I really like that I've taken some of the kids to and Susie to that you want to go, Sarah and Melinda. It's called Rock Springs, and it's in Kelly Park. It is gorgeous. So you can bring your own kayak, or you can rent a kayak there.
While I'm pushing her out of the freaking kayak.
She's
Pulling
got
her
her
out of the mud.
priorities. She's got to get the video of it. Of course.
I'm like,
I was
this is
capturing the
perfect.
moment.
Oh my god.
I was capturing the moment.
Oh my god.
And then
so
the other
funny.
one that
Okay, so
I've been to, the other spring, Kelly Parks.
Mhm.
And it's about an hour, 15-minute drive from here. It's not far. But the other one that's really good that you need to take the kids to, and Sarah, we got to take your kids to as well, is called Wikiwa Spring State Parks. And they have the mermaids there. So it's good.
How far away are both of these?
So Wikiwa Springs is probably a couple hours away, maybe 2.5 hours. And Kelly Park Springs is about an hour, 15 minutes away.
Okay.
But the Wikiwa Springs is
Kelly Park. Okay.
Yes. Kelly Park. Well, Wikiwa has the mermaids in there.
Okay.
And it's these gals who dress up as mermaids, and they dive into the springs, and they can like dive really deep. They put on like a show. Then you can take pictures with the mermaids. It's really cool.
Cool.
That is neat.
My daughter would love that. She was really into the Mako mermaid show. Do you remember that show? The Mako? Like when they were humans, but when they would get wet, they would turn into mermaids.
Yes, I do remember that.
You know? Sarah knows.
Dawn.
The only mermaid show I remember is The Little Mermaid, okay?
Well, my daughter watched it, so.
Oh my god.
It's
no, I do remember those. I do remember those. There's a lot of fun places.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the new Little Mermaid show movie?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm a Little Mermaid. I'm a Little Mermaid freak, and it was like growing up, that was my favorite movie ever. I can still to this day like recite it word for word.
Yeah.
I didn't love the new one. It was okay. Didn't love it, but
okay.
It was just, I don't know. Maybe just because it was the whole life thing.
Nothing is like the original.
I know, that's
this
true.
one seemed more like a musical versus how the movie was done, so.
I did love the Cinderella, though. When they redid the Cinderella one, that was really good.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't think I saw that one.
That one was really well done. Okay, I'll see Little Mermaid, and I'll go down to the springs.
Got it. Springs, yeah, definitely the springs.
Got it. Check.
Check, mark, check.
Oh,
all right, I'm pulling up another thing. If I'm constantly trying to share things on this thing, but it's so slow. It must be my internet connection.
Also, I'm wondering if we got a stronger internet.
I know we need a stronger internet. What is this thing over here?
Do you think it's the one here at the office? I could hotspot.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
My thing is it says connecting. So what we'll do is we will just move on to the next subject. Sarah, my love. And then Melinda, you're going to answer this question too.
Okay.
My love. Okay. So one of the things is I want a tip from each of you guys that you would give a new buyer, somebody who's just starting to look in the market. It's their first time buying, or maybe they've bought before, but Sarah, what is one tip you would give them?
Just one?
One tip.
Right?
Your best tip.
Well, first I would tell them your next home doesn't have to be your forever home if you're a first time home buyer or whatever. But I would say write down, I always tell people though, write down your must-haves and your wants, and get in as many houses as you can before making an offer, because what you think you might need or want in a home, you might walk through a house that doesn't have either of that and realize you're okay. You can go without it. So that was more than one tip, but that's what I normally tell them.
Yeah.
I like that. Those are really good, though. I love the must-haves, and especially like you've got to consider what the market's doing at that moment, because they might have this list of things, and if the market's not going to allow them to have all of those, then you got to kind of bring that reality in, and say, well, what are really the critical ones? Yeah. And then I think sometimes they just don't understand the process. 30 days to close, how an inspection works, and all the things. Even on, like, it's crazy. Even a home that's 2 years old can get an inspection back that's got a list 3 miles long. And I think that is very frightening to first-time home buyers. They just, So just kind of some of those things as far as like the whole transaction. I think telling them a few things up front is probably smart, helpful.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And same. Sorry, Dawn, go ahead.
I was going to say the tip that I always give everybody is get pre-approved.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's a given. Yes. Geez.
That's a given.
Absolutely. Seriously. But back to Melinda with the home inspection, you're so right, because even a brand, like you were saying, like a brand new build, you're going to get a stack. And that's what I try to tell my buyers all the time, is the home inspector's job is to completely dissect your house, completely rip it apart. And like, I don't know how it is in New York, but like a lot of our codes, like the fire code, construction code, a lot of those things change literally like month to month. So a house that was built 6 months ago, could be out of code with the electricity or whatever. So, and then once we get the report back, I tell them, I go, we focus on like safety and structural issues, and you'll have a summary, like first page summary. That's really kind of where we want to keep our focus and check off, what's a safety hazard or a structural issue or whatever. But because those home inspections can be terrifying, especially if you've never had one or don't know. And we work with a lot of good home inspectors that will explain a lot of the things to our buyers too, that not to worry them, but some of them just love to put the fear into buyers. So you kind of got to give them the heads up first,
Yeah, like this is normal. It's going to happen. These things are going to be on there. Yeah.
Yep. Those are good. Yeah, good buyers. Tips. I love it.
And there's so much that goes into buying a house that, like, one tip. I feel like it's like one tip every time you talk to them. Like something new. Okay, this is totally normal. This is, like you were saying too, like in this market, I mean, you have somebody that wants a 1-level house on 5 acres of land, brand new. Well, guess what? Everybody wants that. So unless you can go in, and go crazy. So like I was working with these buyers that for medical reasons had to be on a 1-level house. And we've been like desperately searching for them. I mean, hours and hours of showings. And from the beginning to we finally found them a house, accepted offer, awesome, everything over the weekend. But from the beginning, and it was about a month, their criteria, every time we got together, we kind of manipulated like their criteria to still work with them, but kind of work with the market as well. And we ended up finding them something that is going to be perfect for them. I'm super excited, but obviously their thank you. Their wants and needs from day one to their wants and needs to offer accepted. They had to change because, like you were saying, like it was unrealistic what they were looking for in this market. There wasn't the inventory that they needed, So
all right. So now I want to hear your tips for selling a home. What would be your top tip that you would give somebody who's getting ready to sell?
Number one, would be to get shit out of your house, de-junk, declutter,
I absolutely
clear
was
off.
going to say the same thing. It's staging. It's how it looks. It's just, totally.
Yes, get it out. Anything personal, you have your stuffed cat by the fireplace, get it out of there. Put her in a safe spot to always sell. And if I say it on here, it's because I've seen it. Okay, so
a stuffed cat. Okay.
Yeah, there were numerous of them. Actually,
I've never seen that, but I believe it.
Oh God,
it's so hard for sellers to see, though, that if you can get them to see what a model home looks like or a new build, that's what they're competing against. That's what they're competing against.
Exactly.
And if you walk into a model home that has 20 items in the whole house and everything's clean and perfect and the decorating all coordinates, and then, you walk into their home, buyers, you've got to be able to compete with that.
Yeah.
And that's what my photographer
huge here
always
in the Florida
says.
Market.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys have those new builds, but and that my photographer, he's always saying whenever he comes out to do our pictures and stuff, he's always like, we want, and he's told, because the sellers sometimes have been there while he's doing pictures and they're like, what, you have to move that out of the way, or you have to move that out of the way. And he's always like, yeah, we want the buyers to see them in your house, not you in your house. So what's yours and personal needs to go, get things out of the way, and it's so important.
My sister was living in Texas, and it was when her kids were all little, and she has 5. And her husband was a pilot for American Airlines, and then they were moving back to Utah, actually. And so they had their house for sale, and he was gone flying all the time, and she had these 5 little kids. So she surrendered her coat closet right by the front door. She totally emptied it out. And anytime that she would get a call that someone wanted to show the house, she would just throw all the toys, pick up anything that she could find, and just shove it in that closet. And it literally works. Just getting all the crap, just move it somewhere. I've seen houses where the entire garage is totally full of boxes, and it's weird. Buyers do not care about that. As long as they can tell that the garage door is functioning, they don't care if the whole garage is full of boxes. But if you take all that stuff out of the boxes and you put it in the house, forget it. Forget it.
Yeah. And
Just
sometimes you don't realize how much stuff you collect. Yeah. You don't realize how much stuff you collect when you're living in a house until you have to move, and then you have to box that all up, and it's wow, we are cluttered. So declutter. I love it. That is a great tip.
Well, and the funny
sellers.
thing is, those buyers are going to come into that home and move into it, and they're going to end up in the same mess that the previous. It's not like you're being critical of those sellers. Those new buyers are going to come in and do the same thing to the house. It's going to be in the same disastrous state that it was, but that isn't the point, So I think telling them that, it's not that you're a terrible seller or that you're a messy person. It's just we've got to get half of it out.
Yeah, and a lot of people can't see past. They can't vision anything else. They can't see past what's there. It's a very rare person that can walk into even I call them deconstructed homes, flip homes, and be able to see a vision of what it could potentially be versus what it is. The majority of people see what's right in front of them, including myself. I have a terrible vision if I just can't see it, So
their brain cannot. They just see all the stuff, and then they get done seeing the house, and they don't even know what the house was about. They just remember all the stuff. It's so funny.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. It makes me crazy when I see photos online in the MLS of houses that are not you'll just see a picture of a kitchen and the counters are full and the sink's full. I'm like, what is going on? You need to clear it out.
Then that can be hard conversations to have with the seller, and doing it. It's tough sometimes to get that point across without making them feel like their house is less than or they're less than. But it isn't that. It's just, we want to sell this home,
I always blame it.
So
I don't blame it, but I always turn it right to the buyers. Like, buyers want to see this. Like, this is great how you live, but buyers just want to see themselves, you know? So, Dawn, what are you doing?
I have this up on the screen. I know you can't see it, but they'll be able to see it. So here's what it says. It says, nothing kills the vibe of a showing like ? So what, in your opinion, would kill a showing vibe? Like when you're taking somebody through the house.
I was just going to say that we are totally on the same level. I was just going to go odors.
I used to go with my dad a lot to view properties because he was a broker. And I still never forget it. I was really young. I was like probably a young teenager. And we went and viewed this big, beautiful home. And it smelled like cats so bad. I think these people had like 8 cats. And I literally could not wait to get out of there. That's all I could remember. I still remember that smell was cats. And just, it was just so gross. So gross.
Yeah.
I'm like, good luck selling this house.
So I have an experience, but it's not with cats. I think something that really kills the vibe of a showing when you're taking your clients is that the owners are still home, sitting like whether even if they're sitting on the back porch, it's just they can't envision themselves in that home because there's somebody already living there. So I think that is the biggest vibe killer when you're trying to sell your house. Make sure you leave your house, get the heck out of there, go walk around the block if you have to, but being there while a showing is happening kills the vibe completely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that.
Odors, owner's home, and I think those are probably the two. I mean, I can live.
Yeah. Vacant homes can be tricky.
Yeah.
I remember a vacant home once that I went to. It was for sale, and on like the large photos and prints that had been taken off the wall, there was an outline from like cigarette smoke.
Yes, that's happened too.
So gross.
Yeah.
Well, cigarette smoke's a big vibe killer too. I mean, ugh.
Yeah. So I think the point that I've seen with certain vacant homes, if they're older, boy, they've got to be really clean because there's no
professional
staging,
cleaning
and
company.
So for sure.
Yeah. Well, so I'm kind of going through that now, and Melinda can attest to that. We just got a stager in the house that we were trying to sell on Glenbrook. I mean, the house is beautiful, but it has like a weird kind of layout and a weird feel to it. And nobody can use their imagination. So we've done broker opens, we've done like feedback through agents and clients, and everybody's like, the price is right, the house is beautiful, it's this, it's that. But they don't understand as you walk in, there's like this dresser thing. They don't understand the layout. So we just got it staged yesterday. I'm going to put up a video of that. It looks amazing. I can't wait for you to see it, Melinda. You're going to love it. It looks so much better. Your eye doesn't go to that. I know.
Yeah.
Your eye doesn't go to that weird table anymore. It's just gorgeous. So
God, that's
we'll
fantastic.
see now how quick I'm hoping like this staging will just like shoot it out the door and it will sell quick because it's a pool home in a great neighborhood. Yeah. So
I'm great.
Excited.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yes. And then,
have you ever had to do staging?
It's tough to compete with the new builds because everything is brand new. And so you go into a vacant home that's not, and you see every little ding. You see the dirty windows, you see the paint dings, you see the holes. Where if you stage it, their eye's going to go to the decorating that's done right. Where a new build, everything's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That competition is definitely tough because the for you guys, especially the new builds and the homes on the market are not that far in price, and so unless you have, a seller that's got an older home that's really going to clean it up, that's going to be tough, Here, we don't really have a whole lot of new builds going up. We have a lot of more like apartment complexes that have been going up now, but we're starting to see new builds. Actually, I just sold a few pieces of land. I think, since COVID, construction around here was just like dead in the water, but it's starting to come back. but you still, around here, you can't do a new build. They're way more costly than what we're still selling some of our older homes for. So we don't really have that competition going on quite yet.
Right.
Here it's just like huge on like location and lot sizes pretty much is what's adding
I feel like
value
it's
to
a
our
whole
homes.
different ball game when you add in the new construction and people are pricing their houses and they don't realize that they're now competing with brand new construction, and they've got and some of these new constructions, they can put them up quick and they're cheaper and the labor's cheaper and the products are cheaper, you know, and so the house is cheaper, but you now have to compete against that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is so crazy. Is the market picking up where you guys are?
I'm starting to see a little bit of an upswing, but I don't know if it's like I feel like it's still a buyer's market down here.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
Which is weird. Because you're in a seller's market, Sarah.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. The buyers that we just landed an accepted offer on, that was our 5th offer that we have put in the last week and a half. It's just crazy. And
wow,
you know, even like some of our investments, you know, I showed a few investment properties yesterday that have gone on the market on Sunday night. And after the showings, I called them because my people were interested, and one's like, they actually just sold it. They got a cash offer they couldn't resist. And then I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, it's crazy. It's still very much so a seller's market right now here.
Yeah, so. Well, I hope that we go back into a seller's market.
I know, right?
We're not there yet.
As long as you're a listing agent, you want to be in a seller's market. If you're a buyer's agent, it's a lot of freaking work.
That's true, because you're writing offer after offer after offer, hoping it gets accepted, which is crazy.
Right.
So, oh my goodness. Yeah. But I'm so glad that we're headed into summertime, because now I can wear my tank tops and my shorts and tan. Although Steven was making fun of my legs yesterday. He says they look orange because of my tanning lotion.
Don, remember the spray? Don, what about that time you got that spray tan, remember? And you looked like you were
you got a spray tan?
You looked brown.
Yes. And Melinda, you would have died.
We were going to Vegas.
Was so orange.
Oh no. Did it all like come off when you did your first cardio workout?
No. But then I started, while I was in Vegas, I started getting stripy, because you shed your skin in different layers. And so I'd have a big white spot right here, and the rest of me was orange. And
oh my gosh.
I mean, I was the hottest looking girl in Vegas. That's all I have to say.
You probably fit in there though. They're all crazy there. Vegas is a good place though to go with a situation like that, right?
Yes,
oh my gosh!
We had a good time.
And I was hanging out with these crazy people. I had to calm them down a little bit. Just kidding.
Oh, please, Dawn. Yeah. Okay. Now we can have another podcast another day of our Vegas videos, because I have some fun ones of you.
Yeah, your turn, Sarah.
We don't want to share the.
Yes, we do.
What's that saying? What happens in Vegas is supposed to
stay.
What?
Go on the internet.
Stay in Vegas?
Go on the internet.
My brother just went to Vegas last weekend. Yeah.
Oh, I love Vegas.
Fun.
For volleyball.
Have you been to Vegas, Melinda?
Of course. I'm from Utah.
Exactly.
That's right, girl.
It's so close.
That's right.
My grandpa was literally he was one of the big pioneers for real estate in Utah.
Oh, wow.
He started an ERA franchise. Well, he started into real estate in 1945.
Wow.
So he must have had one of
northern
those
Utah. He that whole area. Yeah. So he started an ERA franchise, I think in 1947.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Okay, so that's funny that you're saying that, because me and Sarah were teasing her broker about real estate back then and how they had to do it. And he explained to us, Sarah, you should have brought the book with you. They had a book that would come out. Crazy.
The MLS. With the MLS, the book for I know. I remember those days.
That is crazy. Did you ever?
Maps. Oh,
Oh
my
my
dad
God,
loves
right.
maps. He does.
Oh, I cannot. I don't even know how to read those stupid things.
He loves maps. He always had the big map.
Yeah, I know. It was so much more. I'm like, when we lost internet the other day, I was like, how do I find
How
this
did they do it?
address?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna put my life on pause until internet comes back on. So,
But yeah, my grandpa he definitely did a lot of, he like developed a lot of, there were a lot of projects in northern Utah and just the western states in general. So,
I love
and
that. That's awesome.
he was just a like poor Idaho boy. Like he used to sell newspapers on the street, and he started in insurance and then literally like a year or two later, he's like, no, I'm doing this real estate thing. So,
Real
it
estate in
developed
Utah is insane.
It is. Yeah.
It's
It's a
awesome.
very competitive market there. Well, a lot of California people have moved there, kind of like we're seeing with Florida, where people are coming from the Northeast. So the home prices have gone crazy. And the amount of square
Did you ever
footage you
do
can
real
get there is
estate?
wild. I did when I was
Oh, I
younger.
know. Out in Utah?
So I worked with my dad a little bit. I had my license
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
where I
my
want to get
brother,
I want to get my dual
my
license
brother's a
there.
broker there. Oh, you do? That'd be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be my next step. I just love Utah so much. And I feel like, I mean, obviously I've been in New York for almost 19 years, but in the time I've been here, I cannot believe how much Utah has grown. It's crazy.
Grown. That's true.
So
Yeah.
it's nuts. Where did Dawn go? She disappeared. Can you see Dawn?
I don't know. I cannot see her. We're not able to display this camera and mic. She's gone.
Yeah. She disappeared.
So how long have you lived in New York, Sarah?
I've been here 19 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I've been here. Yeah, I've been here for a while, straight from
What
Utah
part,
to here.
where are you? Like, where are you located? What part of New York?
So I'm in upstate New York. I'm about 40 minutes north of Syracuse, and about, like, if you know, I'm about 220 away from Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah, I've been to Niagara
South
Falls.
of Niagara.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Are
so
you
it's
a
about a
Syracuse
2.5
fan?
hour drive. Yes.
You are.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Syracuse, because I'm like, it's weird. I'm Syracuse for like soccer and women's basketball, and men's basketball. But then when it comes to like me, like, I'm a Utah Jazz fan and I love the Utes, and so like depending on the sport is where I'm watching.
I'm kind of like that too. I really kind of am.
Really?
I like college. Yeah, I like college sports a lot. We lived in North Carolina, and I struggled there because I couldn't decide if I was a Duke fan or UNC fan, and you kind of have to pick there.
Yep.
Like, you got the Duke Blue Devils.
That's a big deal. What did you decide?
I still don't know. So a lot of times I would just say, I like the Wolf Pack. So that's NC State, which is in Raleigh, because that's, we live closest to there. So, and they're all great. They're all great schools. Good football teams, all of them. Yeah.
North Carolina's neat too. We went to Dawn and sisters and the kids all went to Smoky Mountains a few years back.
Oh, pretty.
In North Carolina. It was beautiful. I freaking loved it. Yeah, it was a good time
there. We still own our house there, so we rent it out. It's just south of Raleigh, and we were really we got into that house at the perfect time, 2013. Interest rate like 3%.
Yeah, that's great.
Home prices had not jumped there yet, so it's just a perfect rental home, and I miss it. That's
fantastic.
It's a nice home. Yeah.
Yeah. But it gives you something to, I mean, that's a great source of income too, having investment properties, in different states and stuff. That's great. And it's a backup plan if you ever want to go back or visit or, any of that. Do you use it more as like an Airbnb or long-term?
No, we have renters. Yeah,
okay.
we're fortunate. Okay. We have really good renters. They're awesome. So
that's great. Yeah, that's huge to have decent renters for sure.
Yeah.
So
no pets, 2 little girls. They're good people. I've been excited for that. So we'll just hang on to that house. I mean, the market's so interesting. Things it was the right time to buy. We've owned other properties. We've sold 2 other homes. One of them we should have held on to. We should have rented it. But the other one.
FaceTiming me. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. What are you doing?
My internet crashed at the house.
She said her internet crashed.
But I'm listening to everything you guys are saying. I can see you.
She says she's listening to everything we're saying.
Oh, Dawn, we don't know what to do without you.
I'm like, where? I don't even know where I am. Dawn, like, you called me and it completely kicked me out of the screen. Can you even see me anymore, Melinda?
I can see you.
You can? Where are you? Okay.
Well, I can see both of you and hear both of you. You guys are so cute. But this will be a good time to, I guess, wrap it up whenever you're done. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No, I'm good. I actually have an 11:30, so I'm going to run. Okay. But I don't even know what's going on in my life.
So just say bye to everybody, and thank you so much.
All right, Melinda, it was nice talking to you. And
thanks,
bye,
Sarah.
Dawn.
Thanks,
You're welcome. I'll talk to you guys all soon.
Bye.
Bye.